Hi, welcome to Aquatic Australia. I'm host Sharky Jones, and today we're diving off a private boat called the motor vessel Alibi at Rottnest Island, and we'll be diving two reefs, Swirl Reef and Roe Reef, both known for their big caverns. My buddy today is a friend of mine named Jared, and he's diving with us as a guest. Our first site is called Swirl Reef. It's an impressive site with a central bowl and a tall reef in a circle around the bowl. There are a number of large caves, mostly in the northwest, that are impressively large. The encrusting marine life in the shadow of the steep walls is impressive. Here we see many colonies of yellow anemones. With many caverns and ledges, we often see schools of bullseye fish, usually near the edge of that cavern or ledge. The topography around the central bowl or crater is really impressive. There are lots of yellow and white striped footballer sweeps who keep us company over the reef. I love these fish, named because their jersey or their colours look like a footballer jersey. Jared is diving with his twin tank rig. The cylinders are joined with a manifold connecting the high pressure air together and an isolation valve allowing for two independent air supplies. We enter the cavern area on the northwest side of the bowl, where there are large rock arches, maybe 10 to 12 meters tall, and three caverns come together. The sun shines in with a beautiful blue hue. The northern cavern is a long tunnel. While it's a large swim through really, with little chance of getting lost on a normal day and no chance of silt out, you can see daylight. But the tunnel is long, and if something went wrong you'd have trouble getting out without a backup air source. So this is best treated with caution and stay on the edges of the tunnel, or if you must go, consider going through quickly to minimise the time in an overhead environment. But Jared, with his twin tanks and redundancy, can afford to linger. Looking back towards the large arches, the light streaming in through the ceiling is spectacular. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Jared spots a nudibranch on the rock, amidst all the sponges, hydroids, ascidians and all the other life encrusting the rock. As I was set up for a wide angle at this point, I didn't take the photo. because this is the shot I was looking to set up. A rock sticking up full of sponges and gorgonians and all kinds of life lets me also get the diver in frame and the light streaming through the skylight entrance above. We exit the cavern and swim back to the boat along the top of the reef. Hanging out on the reef top, we spot one of my favourites, a half-moon wrasse. These colourful fish are very quick and hard to film. We swim back to the top lip of the bowl to the boat's descent line, and we head back up to do our 3 minutes at 5 meters safety stops. These slow ascents, even on a relatively shallow recreational dive like this, can do a lot to prevent bubbles forming in our tissues, which during a rapid ascent could happen, a condition known as the bends. The 3-minute stops reduce the amount of nitrogen dissolved in our brains to 1/8 of what it was when we started our ascent, and in the case of our blood, it's 1/2 of what it was at the end of our stops from the start. It's a simple precaution that massively reduces risk that is already low on this dive. Some of our tissues are slower to get rid of the nitrogen, so we stay on the surface for about an hour, which further reduces the dissolved nitrogen. Some, such as the joints, take about an hour to go, and then we're ready for our second dive. Our second dive is in the southeast corner of Roe Reef, outside the fishbowl area, where I've seen turtles and even a bronze whaler shark before. I should point out that this is a good thing, something we'd like to see. Bronze whaler sharks are beautiful. At the part of the site I call Fish Soup, there always seems to be several schools of fish in this area, including this school of tarwine or bream. Around a ledge, I spot a large red foxfish and a sweet lips. As well as another school of pomfrets. The pomfrets and us are moved back and forth by the slow, powerful swell. I spot a slit in the reef that looks like a cave, and I head inside to see what's there. Uh-oh, something sounds sinister. Oh no, shark! Actually, what I shouted was, "Oh yeah!" It's a grey nurse shark, a beautiful species that is a fish eater. They look fierce, but they're not. But see how stupid, dramatic music inspires tension? Now let's flip the music. Instead of fear, we watch the grace and beauty as it moves to the happier music. We've all been programmed by TV to fear sharks. Mostly, they're just big fish that chill. We're not generally on their prey list. Sure, if we're dead, they'll eat us, but then so will our pet dogs. Sharks' role is to clean up the seas and keep it healthy. You should always respect them. These sharks can bite and seriously injure you, but only if you try to grab them or otherwise. Grey nurses often accept you as just another big fish hanging out in the cave for a break and chilling. We exit the cave reluctantly saying au revoir to the grey nurse, which on this occasion was a lucky accident, but there are sites in Perth where they regularly aggregate in large numbers. In one such site I was in the cavern with 14 grey nurse sharks all around me, just chilling. Well, that's all for today, folks. I've been your host, Sharky Jones. Please like, subscribe and comment, and join me again next time on Aquatic Australia.